I threw out the idea in terms of president of basketball operations that the Knicks should look at Rich Paul.
Yeah, no,
I,
that can't happen.
Now, of course, he would have to be interested. I don't know if he is interested. He's making a lot more money probably doing what he's doing now. But if he wants to run an organization, like, and he told you, I can get you Anthony Davis next summer.
I wouldn't believe him.
It's enticing.
I wouldn't believe him.
Why not? That's his.
I don't believe.
That's his client.
I don't believe. Shout out to Rich Paul. I don't believe he will do anything that's gonna hurt LeBron James. I don't. I think he could be the Knicks head coach, and he would. I mean, he would be Knicks general manager, and he would still. He'd be trying to win. I'm not saying he's gonna sabotage the Knicks. I'm just saying
keep it 100.
He's gonna do everything in his way to avoid doing anything that may make the Kings' life a little more difficult.
If you keep it 100, in Cleveland, I mean, he got J.R. Smith and Tristan Thompson those deals at like max money.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want them guys.
But that didn't help LeBron. That didn't help LeBron in the slightest.
I'd argue LeBron. Well, so that's my second point. That you're actually going right to my second point. And that's an interesting thing you bring up, because my second point was I've seen GM Rich Paul. I've seen GM because guess what? Every time the Cavs or the Lakers trade 10 guys in their trade deadline, that's Rich Paul and LeBron.
GM Rich Paul got the Lakers LeBron, AD, and KCP.
Look, this is the first time GM Rich Paul, GM LeBron has done anything right. Keep it 100. LeBron, all-time great player, one of the greatest of all time, yada yada yada. We can talk about that while also talking about the fact that when they got a Larry Nance and Jordan Clarkson, he was like, yo, we got a squad now. Then they got swept by the Warriors in the finals. GM LeBron has not been a good GM. Now, when it comes to star pairing, he's been fantastic. He was smart in putting together with him and Wade and Bosh. He was smart, Rich Paul working behind the scenes to make sure AD got to the Lakers. He knows about star pairing. But in terms of actual team building, he was telling them, yo, we got to sign Tristan Thompson to $90 million or else we're going to be in a bad situation. And now he's not there. Tristan Thompson is still destroying the Cavs cap space. Like,
look, all I'm saying is if we are gonna do the shortcut stuff, that's the one that would work. If you told me that Anthony Davis was going to New York,
but I also but I disagree because after the Marcus Morris thing, I have questions about how well, and Rich Paul is probably unfairly targeted with a lot of really nasty stories about him, not to quote the president, but like, how well liked is he? Like,
he's hated.
Okay, so my thing is,
Lee,
so that is also
Rob Pelinka.
That also becomes a hurdle. But Rob Pelinka, when you have the king in tow, it makes your life a lot easier. The Knicks don't have anybody in tow. That's the point.
I'm saying if Rich Paul can guarantee you a superstar,
I just don't think he can guarantee me Anthony Davis. I don't foresee why Anthony Davis on a 21-3 Lakers is gonna leave.
I'm saying
to go to the Knicks, and Rich Paul's gonna advise him of that.
If Rich Paul comes to me and says, "Yeah, I want to be the GM of the Knicks," I don't know who we can bring in, but I think it would be cool. I don't know what to tell him. I'm saying if he says, "Let me run the organization," Anthony Davis will be a Knick, and Ben Simmons may ask for a trade to New York. Like those types of things, I would consider that over whatever else, over this hope that Masai Ujiri and whatchamacallit can get Giannis.
Okay, but my point is that but my thing is, if Masai strikes out on Giannis or if Rich Paul strikes out on Anthony Davis, who would I rather have running my team? Rich Paul or Masai Ujiri? I mean, is that even an argument? Is that even a discussion? Like, now, there's always going to be some educated, some calculated risk about signing any of these guys with the assumption that someone else is going to come. The Knicks, again, they just went through this because they thought that they had Kyrie and Kevin Durant in tow with the guys they have right now. And those guys are about to be shown the door because they couldn't deliver. So I can't work under any guarantees. These guys were guaranteeing that they were getting the other guys.
Now, you'd have to pair Rich Paul with a legitimate. You'd have to pair him with a legitimate, like seasoned basketball executive, operations executive, and there are plenty of those out there that know the game. But Rich Paul would get you guys in a heartbeat. He would get players to sign with the Knicks. He's poaching players from other agencies every day. It seems like he's the most amongst players. He's the most popular agent in the league right now. So I don't know. I just, if you want to make the Knicks seem cool again, it would be.
I don't want them to be cool. I want them to be a good basketball team.
Think about the media. I would say Rich Paul is a very, very well liked individual in the media.
I don't think that
because LeBron.
I totally disagree with that. I think that
he's polarizing.
Rich Paul takes as much arrows as any agent I've ever seen.
He's polarizing,
and it's in the media.
But I would say
so I don't agree with that.
If you're pro, it's rare. It's hard to find people that are pro LeBron and anti Rich Paul. And
right, but I don't think.
So you're gonna have a lot of people that are they're gonna be all those people that are pro LeBron and are pro, his movement, the athlete first movement, the uninterrupted movement, the clutch sports movement, whatever you want to call it. Those people are not going to be pro Knicks. And I think they need some good press at this point. Will some people be like, this is a clown show? Or this is a circus? Maybe.
But Kendall, you know how it is though. Anytime Knicks do anything, it's always going to be spun as them being a clown show. Whether it's fair or not. Because the Nets could do something and it's like, oh, it's a great move. They're playing three-dimensional chess. The Knicks do the same move. It's like, oh, what are they doing? It's like, it's always going to be slanted towards clowning the Knicks because that's just what it is with this 20 years of ineptitude. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this podcast segment, be sure to check out all of our shows on the New Generation Podcast Network on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Stitcher.